Hello everyone, welcome to PJ Chemistry channel. Just today only I got to know subscribers want to get notification means they should click on bell icon and in that all they should select it seems. So dear subscribers, every update you should get as a notification means go through it, like, share, subscribe and click on bell icon, select all. You will get every updates as a notification immediately. You can watch our videos. Yes, let's come to today's class. Previous video we completed basic information which we need for 10th class. How to write the formulas. Okay, what are the important ions, atomic numbers, how many you should learn. This all we discussed in previous video. Today we are going to enter into the topic chemical reactions and equations. So in these chemical reactions and equations, name itself giving reactions and equations. To participate in the reaction, there are what conditions required, what observations we are going to do. This today we are going to discuss. First, basic information. Reaction occurs means something going to change. Something going to lose its original nature. That is we call reaction. Before that, there's something which is going to change. What we call. After changing, the new substance what we call. That we should know. Okay. So the terms we are calling reactant. 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 What is meant by reactant? Reactant means the substance which undergoes chemical change. The substance that undergoes chemical change are called reactant. The substance that undergoes chemical change. That undergoes chemical change. Chemical change. Are called a reactant. That means, for example, take a sheet, white sheet. Okay, before changing that appearance, you know very well. White sheet means white sheet, color sheet means color sheet. Okay, now that sheet we are going to make it burn. When we burn that sheet slowly in presence of oxygen, the fire will spread entire the sheet. So while burning, the burning area, if you observe, the sheet turns into ash, black color. Yes or no? So the sheet which is undergoing to chemical change. So that sheet we call reactant in presence of oxygen. So sheet plus oxygen. The process is burning. So which is undergoing chemical change means sheet. Same way, if you come to the 10th class, high level like magnesium. When we burn magnesium in presence of oxygen, it turns into magnesium oxide. So here, which are reactants means which are undergoing to chemical change. Which is undergoing to chemical change? Magnesium in presence of oxygen. Magnesium and oxygen as a reactants. Okay, like that. Next, after chemical change, the formation of new substance. What you call it? Yes, very good. The formation of new substance are called product. The formation of new substance are called product. Okay, what is meant by product? After chemical change, after chemical change, the formation of new substance, the formation of new substance are called product. Are called product. After chemical change, the formation of new substance are called product. Reactant means the substance that undergoes chemical change are called reactant. Product means after chemical change, the formation of new substance are called product. Now, reactant means we know, product means we know. What is a reaction? What is reaction? What is meant by reaction? Reaction means, simply answer means a reactant converting into product. Reactant converting into product. While reacting converting into product at suitable conditions, what changes you observed? Reactant completely changing its originality, converting into new. Means losing its original properties, converting into new properties. Losing its old bonds, breaking means like a breaking old bonds, making new bonds. Okay, like that, different definitions. Breaking, simple definition, rearrangement of atom. Rearrangement of atom of an element. Rearrangement of atoms. While rearrangement of atoms, what happening? This is simple definition for reaction. That meaning breaking world bonds, breaking world bonds and forming new bonds. Forming new bonds is nothing but breaking world bonds means it is undergoing to chemical change. Forming new bonds means after chemical change, the new substance forming. There is nothing but product. Okay, that is only reactant species. Different ways we can say definition. Reactant species. Reactant species is nothing but breaking gold bonds, breaking bonds, converting into product, converting into product. It's nothing but forming new bonds. It's nothing but forming new bonds. Breaking old bonds, forming new bonds. Okay, right in bracket there after product. Like this only, forming new bonds. That is also we call reaction. At suitable condition. Conditions are important here. Okay. What are the conditions? Here means some reactions spontaneously occurs at room temperature. For some reactions, when we supply energy, then only it will participate in the reactions. Okay. Like this, whatever the conditions required, we should give. Some reactions we need to use catalyst. So, some reactions we can make it reversible. At the time promoter we are going to use. So, like these different conditions are there. Yes. Now we got to know what is reactant, what is product, what is reaction. Now, how to represent a reaction? How to represent reaction? Representation of reaction. Representation of reaction. Yes. While writing any equation, reaction we are going to represent as an equation. So, always maximum cases for forward reactions, especially forward reactions, means a reaction which takes place only one direction, left to right, like an irreversible reaction. Okay, to that, reactant always left side, product always right side. Reactant always left side, product always right side. So the representation of reaction, a reactant, it is for irreversible reaction. Irreversible reaction. What is meant by irreversible reaction? The reaction which takes place only one direction. Reactant converting into product. That's it. Again, reverse will not take place. That is we call irreversible reaction. The reaction which takes place, the reaction that takes place only one direction. Only one direction are called irreversible reaction. Simply left to right. So left side reactant, right side product. will show left side reactant, right side product. Now, if you observe, this is the left side, left hand side. This is right hand side. Okay, left hand side, right hand side, which is placed between the reactant and the product. This arrow symbol are there, no? That we should call gives rise to. Gives rise to. Okay? As a chemistry student, we should not call reactant arrow product. That is the wrong way. Reactant gives rise to product. Reactant gives rise to product. Okay? Now, for irreversible reaction, only we will use one arrow symbol. If reversible reaction, reversible reaction. What is meant by reversible reaction first? The reaction which takes place either direction. Okay, the reaction takes place left to right or right to left. Okay, so the reaction which takes place both sides, forward as well as backward. Irreversible reaction only forward, left to right. But reversible reaction, it can take place either side. Okay, the reaction that takes place both sides, both sides, forward and backward. Such reactions we call reversible reaction. Maximum reversible reactions carried in closed container. Maximum reversible reactions carried at closed conditions only. Okay. Irreversible reaction means open condition. But reversible reaction carried at closed condition only. Means in closed container. That means left to right or right to left. Reactant to product. Product. So between the reactant and product, nothing you mentioned. For reversible or forward reaction means we mentioned arrow symbol, which is called gives rise to. But here both sides happening now. So we are going to represent half head arrow symbol in opposite way. Two half head arrow symbols. First half head, it will show like this. Second half head, it's the opposite. Okay, this is we call reversible reaction symbol. Two half head arrow symbols. Reversible reaction. Yes, till now we discussed about reactant, product, reaction, and that representation of reactions, irreversible reaction which takes place only one direction, that is we call irreversible reaction, as well as forward reaction. The same way, reversible reaction which takes place either side means reactant to product or product to reactant, forward as well as backward, both takes place means that is we call reversible reaction which occurs in closed container. Yeah, till now it is just terminology what we require. What is the meaning of main basic information which we use frequently. Now we go through the examples. A reaction, whatever occurs, that is belongs to chemical change, because chemical change means completely it is going to lose its original properties and forming new. So examples, if you take curdling of milk, curdling of milk turn into curd. Milk contains lactose converting into lactic acid. Again, curd does not convert into milk. Okay, like that. Examples for different reactions. Curdling of milk, it contains lactose. Milk contains lactose. Lactose converted to lactic acid. Lactic acid. Ripening fruit, preparing food. Okay, these are part of chemical changes. Now, as per 10th class, we need to go for some important examples. Magnesium, burned in the presence of oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. So, in this equation, if you observe, already we discussed left side reactant, right side product. Here given only one arrow symbol is nothing but give size to means it is a forward reaction. What are the reactants means in this equation? Magnesium and oxygen reactants. Product, which is product means MgO, act as a product. Next, for example, CaCO3 gives rise to CaO plus CO2. If it is in open container, only irreversible reaction. Same this was calcium carbonate decomposition. If you take in a closed container, it will act as a reversible reaction also. Okay, but about reversible reactions and all for 10th board they won't ask. That is what just I am going through the related 10th class equations. Calcium carbonate is a reactant. Products are calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Like this, first you have to identify which is reactant, which is product from the equation. Next, if you take barium chloride plus H2SO4 sulfuric acid, it forms BaSO4 barium sulfate, which is insoluble substance, and forms HCl, hydrochloric acid in aqueous medium. Now, which is reactant, which is product here means barium left side reactant, right side product to the arrow symbol. Arrow symbol head shows always reactant, tail shows always product. Like that also you remember, or left hand side reactant, right hand side product. So these reactants, these all these two barium sulfate and hydrogen chloride product. Yes, children, I hope you understood what are the basic information required for continuation chapter. Thank you.